What's up, Ravens fans? I want you to sound off in the comments section. I want you to name one player you want the Ravens to take in the draft. And the reason why I bring this up is because I'm going to be reacting to Bleacher Report's latest mock draft. And because it's the offseason, we're going to be doing a lot of draft stuff. So hit that sub button. But let me know one player you want the Ravens to take in the draft. Baltimore Ravens free agency and draft news and rumors coming at you here from Chat Sports. Mitchell Renz, ready to break it all down for you. I don't know about you guys, I freaking love the offseason. Why? Drama, rumors. That's what's fun to me, and that's the stuff I like to talk about. So first we're going to start the show off with Calais Campbell, who is literally one of my favorite players in the league. This guy is 36 years old and still one of the best defensive tackles in the National Football League. Now, sure, he's definitely built more to be in a 3-4 system, and since this defense is switching up, maybe they decide to go with a different defensive scheme. I personally don't see that happening. Campbell's a free agent and has been contemplating retirement. I mean, let's face it, Father Time, he is absolutely undefeated, and Campbell's been doing it for a long time. My only reason why I'm going to pump my brakes on him retiring is because he's probably the second best DT in free agency. He's still a guy that can command probably $7, $8, $9, $10 million a year on a contract. Now, I get it. There's a report that Aaron Donald, Super Bowl, maybe end up motivating him to make a comeback. Heck, Aaron Donald was talking about, if we win a Super Bowl, I could potentially retire. So, obviously, I want him to come back to Baltimore, but if he ends up going, there's going to be a lot of teams out there very interested in him. Here's what Campbell had to say during Super Bowl 56. The feeling I have right now, after seeing them celebrate a world championship, I have a desire to go out there and play football and to compete. So I'm definitely not retiring. I'm coming back. Well, there you go. Campbell said it himself. He's going to be ended up coming back. If I was 36 and if I was as good as what he was, I'd be looking to go somewhere where I believe I can be running around off the field and going like this, pointing to that ring. Are the Baltimore Ravens that team? I don't know. I think the Ravens can absolutely make the playoffs. I think they can absolutely make a Super Bowl run. I mean, let's face it. Before Lamar Jackson got injured, this was the number one team in the AFC. I know the Bengals are good. I know Pittsburgh's going to be competent, and you can't sleep on the Browns, I know, even though they're the Browns. But for the Ravens, you need to go ahead and bring this guy back, or else I don't know how good your Super Bowl chances are. As it stands right now, your depth chart here for the defensive lineman, Derek Wolfe, we'll end up seeing what's happening to him. I actually think he could be a cut candidate. Calais Campbell is definitely your top priority on the offensive line. I like Matabuke, but he's not ready to handle as much of a load as Campbell is. Jelly, I've always been a fan of him, especially from his time back with the Raiders. And then you got Brandon Williams, another free agent. So as you can see, these guys have to figure out how to bring him back. In terms of Campbell, he's no doubt a Hall of Famer in my book. At the end of the day, if you're able to put up the production he has, plus play 14 seasons, I mean, there's a reason why he is just one of the most respected players in the league and in the Ravens locker room. He's a dad out there, right? He's a player coach. 773 tackles, 161 tackles for loss, 93.5 sacks, 14 forced fumbles in his 14 seasons. Now, here's my question. It's your opportunity to be the GM. This is what sets Chat Sports and all of our channels different than everybody else on YouTube. We're interactive, so I need you to go down in the comments right now and let me know. Type Y for yes or type N for no. Should the Ravens re-sign Calais Campbell? The next story coming up here on today's show is going to be around Ahmad Sauce Gardner, one of my favorite prospects, if not my favorite cornerback prospect in this year's draft. Bleacher Report, they released a mock, and as promised, I'm going to go ahead and break it all down for you guys. Their latest mock draft had the Baltimore Ravens taking Gardner at pick number 14. Long, rangy athlete, can play man, can play zone. This dude didn't allow a single touchdown at Cincinnati. Not this year. I'm saying, did not allow a single touchdown at Cincinnati. And also, I think he allowed 131 total receiving yards for the whole year. This guy was an absolute shutdown corner. I love his long, lanky ability. Now, personally, the way that the Baltimore Ravens do this is if they decide, okay, we have Marlon Humphrey, you need to be able to go out and find somebody next to him. I like Marcus Peters, but Peters is scheduled to make about $15 million. That's a little bit too much for somebody of his age, for somebody coming off a season-ending injury like Peters did. Now, sure, they had a few other good guys step up, but if you're telling me right now I get Marlon Humphrey and then Sauce Gardner, Dude, that might be one of the best cornerback duos that I have seen in a long, long time. Here are some of his accolades from 2021. The AAC Defensive Player of the Year, a consensus All-American, and then the Jim Thorpe Award semifinals. That goes out to the best cornerback in college football. And we're going to continue to break some stuff down around Sauce. But before we do, I don't know about you, man. If you need a new sweatshirt, maybe because you spilled some sauce on your old one, you can go to chatsports.com/flockme. So whether your girlfriend needs some stuff, this is all awesome Valentine's Day gear for that special Ravenette in your life. Is that what they're called? I'm not sure. But if you go to chatsports.com/flockme, I believe it takes you to a sweatshirt, or it's going to take you to a really weird website that you're probably going to have to clear your history. There's only one way to find out. But I do know Valentine's Day is here. I don't know about y'all. You have to have something for your loved ones, whether it's your mom, grandmother, significant other. You could just get yourself something. I mean, that link's also going to take you to some other places too. So chatsports.com/flockme. Let's continue to break down this Ravens cornerback depth chart. Humphrey, love. Marcus Peters, definitely a cut candidate. Taven Young's definitely a guy built more to be in the nickel. Averett is definitely a sneaky name to keep in mind because he actually stepped up pretty well this past year once both Peters and Humphrey went down. However, I believe he's going to be a hot commodity on the free agent market, so we'll see if the Ravens are able to bring him back. For Peters, he injured himself. It was like a week or 2 weeks right before Monday Night Football up against the Raiders. It was, an ACL, I believe? And for Peters, he's had a few knee injuries. They keep on piling it up, and he's not getting any younger whatsoever. Could you trade him? Could you cut him? Personally, if you tell me right now, could I have Marcus Peters at $15 million or Sauce Gardner in the first round at pick number 14? I'm going to ask for some extra sauce, man. He had 40 tackles last year, 3 sacks, 3 interceptions, 4 pass breakups, and these numbers are also kind of skewed because people didn't throw near him. Like, when you can have a corner who you could put one-on-one, okay? One-on-one, and he takes away an entire side of the field, and then you have the other, let's say, 7 guys to be able to do their own thing in coverage. That gives you, as a defensive coordinator, so much more flexibility. He's also from Detroit, Michigan. All I'm going to say is this. McDonald, Michigan, could be a connection. So let me know, guys, down in the comments right now. I want you to grade this mock draft pick of Sauce Gardner, A, B, C, D, or F. If the Baltimore Ravens are able to get Gardner at number 14, this is an A-plus grade for me. I think it fits a major need for them. He's going to fit great in Baltimore, and he's going to be one of the best cornerback twos in all of football. Let's go to the next story here, and it's Patrick Ricard, fullback of the Baltimore Ravens. Is he leaving? He's going to be a free agent this offseason, and there's a report circulating right now that him and the Ravens aren't close on an extension. And I get it. I know there's some people out there that like Ricard, and he's coming off a okay season, and when you're a fullback in this Baltimore offense, you're going to be used a little bit more than other teams. Here's the issue, though, okay? You're a fullback, and not that I don't respect fullbacks, not that I don't think that they have a tough job. They absolutely have a tough job. But in today's NFL, you're seeing a lot of teams actually go away from a fullback. In fact, I believe at the end of the season, only 8 teams actually still used a fullback. So think about that for a second. So even though Ricard, this is going to be a run-first team, you could potentially look at other avenues. Like if Ricard wants a lot of money, I'm going to be like, wait a minute, why would I go ahead and pay you a lot of money when I got somebody like Ben Mason who, was a 5th-round pick in 2021, and all I'm looking for is somebody that's tough and somebody that can block. 5th-round pick, fullback, if I can save a lot of money, a few $1 million, I will take that every single day. So it's not that I don't like Ricard, but he's a fullback, guys. So what do you guys do with him? Type S for sign, type P for pass. I know there's going to be a lot of people like, oh, you got to sign him, you got to sign him. And if for the right money, I'll say sign for just about any guy if it's at the right price. But if he's asking for $2, $3, $4, $5 million, I'm sorry. I'm going to type my P for pass. I know we're going to keep you guys up to date on a ton, and I mean a ton of Raven stuff the entire offseason. If you made it this far in the video, we're doing something right around here, so please go ahead, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and I do want to say happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully you guys have a great day with your loved ones. I know it's a Monday, but hopefully Valentine's Day cheers you up a little bit, and let me know what that Flock Me link leads you to.